Hello, my name is Rich and welcome to That Gaming Show, and I want to talk about the wonderful world of Paper Mario.
Let's go!
The series that has spanned across the last 20 years and across multiple consoles, starting with the N64 in the year 2000. Ugh, that makes me feel old. And I've always wanted to finally sit down and play one of these games because they always look really pretty. So I made the decision to finally sit down and play one of these gorgeous Paper Mario games. And I'm actually still playing at the moment at just over 12 hours playtime, so this is mainly going to be first impressions. So let's just get straight into this. What is Paper Mario the Origami King, and should you be playing it? Before I start getting into the story, I want to quickly talk about the extras that come with this game. The fridge magnets are cool. That's how you do it, right? And I like the addition of the DIY origami set. Not bad. I'll do more as the video goes on. Anyway, on to the main reason why we're all here. Paper Mario the Origami King starts off with Mario and his third wheel brother Luigi travelling to Peach's castle for the Origami Festival. But you soon discover the town has been taken over by the evil King Ollie. That's a threatening name. And the cheeky bugger is also turning Mario's enemies into folded soldiers, and crumpling up any toad he sees like a spoilt brat. And of course it's up to you to stop him, with the help of the evil King's sister Olivia, and any friends you may find along the way. His name, by the way, is Bobby. The overall story is fairly straightforward. Peach's castle is on top of this mountain and is being protected by these streamers. You follow these streamers across the land and attempt to destroy them. But of course they are protected by bits of stationery, because why not? I actually really like what they're trying to do here. With the streamers as a visual goal, it means you rarely feel lost on what you need to do, which is how I tend to feel most time I play RPGs. I'll accidentally skip one bloody text box that tells me where I need to go, and then that's it, I'm lost. But a lot of the story comes from the journey on your way to the streamers, meeting different characters, gaining abilities, and travelling across the pretty kingdom. Which brings me onto the visuals. I'm getting better. This game looked incredible. I love the visual style of this papercraft world, and it looks fantastic on Switch. The lighting effects work really well, and every environment stands out, from its dense forest, open hills, and pretty mountainsides. Even the water is watery. Everything has been lovingly made into paper, and it's brilliant. But for me, it's all about the gameplay. God, these are hard. The gameplay in this game is overall really good. Travelling around this world is fun with tons of secrets to explore. One of the things you'll find a lot of in this game are toads, which range from hidden in plain sight to needing a bit of creativity to save them. There's also this new mechanic called 1000 Arms, and it uses the motion controls to interact with the environment and solve puzzles. It's actually really fun to use. Oh look, I found a toad. You will also be filling in these holes that are dotted across the world using confetti, which you can earn by smashing things or beating bad guys that literally explode into the stuff. Then you can watch in amazement as Mario splooges all over the place. I don't know, it makes me laugh. I was surprised at how much you actually do outside of battles. Like running for your life from obstacles, driving a boat down river rapids, a shuriken challenge, a quick draw minigame. There's so much to do and it's all important to the main objective. For example, I found a fishing minigame which I thought, oh, here's another time wasting mechanic. Turns out if you catch the big cheep, which by the way is this big fish, then you get an important item to progress the game. So yeah, you need to search everywhere. Literally no stone unsmashed, no tree unhit, no hole unfilled, and no toad unflattened. And the more toads you find, the more audience you have in battles. Oh yes, let's talk about the battles. Now I have tried other Paper Mario games and conventional turn-based RPGs, but here they have completely reinvented the wheel. Actually quite literally, as you use a wheel to move bad guys into place. And if you can figure out the puzzle within the 30 seconds time limit, then you get an attack bonus. And when you finally attack, you get 2 to 3 different options. You can line them up for a sequence of jump attacks, group them into a square for a hammer attack, or use an item. You can also find and buy upgraded weapons, like iron boots to attack spiked enemies, and hammers that do extra damage. But these tend to break after a set amount of uses. Even toads help you out if you ask them to, and also cheer you on from the stands, hence the incentive to find them all. I love the attention from my fans. I really like this new style. It adds a layer of tension to try and line them all up, and it means you really have to be paying attention. You can't just mindlessly hit A over and over again. And I also don't like it, because it's added pressure to try and figure out these sometimes overly hard, unsolvable puzzles. How the hell do you figure that out? I do, however, really like the boss battles. Using the wheel board, you plan a route to activate commands to attack, get health, or use a special attack. It's actually quite fun to plan this out, and when it goes right, it's super satisfying. But it's really frustrating when you mess up one simple move. But what's even better is getting to use motion controls to literally hit the bad guy. It's really fun, but I recommend you be careful when using this ability. I've definitely hit myself in the face with my controller when I got too into it. All of this brings something different to the format, and I think it works really well, but I can understand if it's not to everyone's taste. There's also not really a level up system, but the more you increase your health, which you can do by finding toads, doing certain story points, then you can do more damage. However, the game does steadily increase the enemies you face as you progress. You are never really better than the enemies, more on the same level, which obviously can be difficult for people who love to level grind. The sound design is really good as well. Each region has its own distinctive soundtrack. My favourite so far is Autumn Mountain. Everything about it looks and sounds really pretty. Oh, I'm really bad at this. Is there anything I don't like about this game? Not really. Nothing that I haven't already mentioned. The difficulty does spike suddenly, but I can't tell if that's me or not. Also, I want to point out this game is a time vampire, which isn't uncommon for RPGs, but as someone who doesn't really get that much free time anymore, it's going to be a while before I complete this game. I once played for a couple hours and I barely felt like I actually progressed in the story. But obviously, this being a Switch game, I can of course chill out in bed and play a handheld, which as always makes it easier to dedicate more time to playing games, and of course make more origami. I think there's a lot of fun to be had with this game. It doesn't take itself too seriously and isn't afraid to try a joke or two, and the variety of what you do in this game is brilliant. It never really gets boring. I've played so many dark, depressing games lately. It's nice to just play a colourful, light-hearted gem like Paper Mario. I'm glad I finally got a chance to play one of these. Maybe I'll try and check out the other ones as well. Paper Mario, the Origami King. It's a game you should be playing. So what do you think of my opinions? Do you have opinions of your own? Then please let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. There may be cake. Either way, thank you very much for watching. My name is Rich, and I'll see you in the next video. Ta-ra! Thank you very much for getting all the way to the end. Feel free to check out my other videos. I review Super Metroid for my bucket list challenge, and I also reviewed The Last of Us Part 2. So you should go check those out. Have they all gone? Okay, bye.
Mamma mia!